line. Demeline and Martinez awaiting the kick back at their 15. And the 2005 high school football season is underway. This is a squib kick. And fallen on by Wauseon. They've got it about their own 47-yard line.
That was good.
Like Fairview tried the element of surprise there.
56 for Wauseon, Seth Schrader.
Seth Schrader falls on that football at the 47 or 46-yard line. They're going to mark it. 1st and 10 Indians, tremendous field position for their opening drive of the season.
That's a good job by Seth recognizing it. Usually they peel back to start blocking, and he saw that football coming, got his body in front of it, got it stopped. It sort of bounded off of his shoulder pad, but he scooped it in.
Well, you know, Rich, we've seen some strange things out of Coach Bob Owen down through the years, and he does like that element of surprise. And here's the Indians for their first play from scrimmage in the 2005 season. Aaron Emmons barking out the signals. And he hands the ball straight up Martinez, and he fumbles. And he caught it. Went straight up in the air.
Because he didn't drop it on the ground. It didn't go to the ground.
Popped straight up in the air, and he recovered it himself just across the 48-yard line. The ball is nearly at the 49. There's going to pick up, a couple. We'll call it 2nd and 8. Looked like he had some running room, but the handoff didn't quite get there.
He got jarred just as he thought he was in the open, and it popped up in the air. And like I say, technically I don't think it was a fumble because he caught it before it hit the ground.
Unger split wide to the left. Mealer split out here to the near side. Take that back. Garrell split to the near side. Meyer right up the middle. He's going to be close to a first down inside of the Apache territory at the 40, 45, maybe 46-yard line. He could be a couple shy. It's going to be 3rd and about 1.5 yards from right there.
Brad Myers ran real hard last year, but just would have some nagging injuries that slowed him down. I think he gained over 500 yards last year. So
about 3 ball games. Yeah. So the Indians facing their first big 3rd down of the season. 3rd and about 1.5 yards. Ball is just outside the 45-yard line of the Apaches. I formation. Myers got the football. He's got a first down. Well, he's going to be real close, but I think he's got it by the spot of the side, Judge Rich.
Toby Hill for Fairview made that tackle.
Let's set this offense for him, Rich. At center is number 57, Seth Wise, a 6', 201-pound junior. At left guard, number 53, Joe Amos, a 5'6", 180-pound senior. At right guard, number 58, Tony Hansen, a 5'9", 171-pound senior. At left tackle, big Kyle Borton, 6', 267-pound junior. At right tackle, Tim Burkholder, a 5'10", 215-pound senior. And at tight end, the big man, Elliot Mealer, 6'6", 265. We'll get the running backs and the quarterback right after this play. 1st and 10 Indians at the 44-yard line of Fairview. Counter play to Martinez. Cuts it up, got some running room. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, put it on the board.
44 yards.
44-yard touchdown run, Raymond Martinez. Took a counter off left tackle and never was touched, Rich. Beautiful blocking on the left side there by Borton and Mealer. Opened a big hole, and Raymond was off to the races.
Well, you could just see that he was going to have some room out there when he got outside, and he had 2 blockers in front of him and could pick his hole. He just cut it up, and with his speed, he was gone.
Big hole there at that point of attack. So Unger is going to attempt the kick. Derek Schrock, 5'10", 146-pound sophomore, is going to hold. Snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Good kick by Jake Unger.
So the Indians draw first blood, and with 9:57 left on the first quarter clock. Wauseon 7, Fairview nothing. Quick drive, Rich. Very effective.
It was a good first series to get that first down, and then on the first down play, going off left tackle, Ray Martinez took that pitch, showed his speed, and looks promising.
Well, we'll see. It's early. So the Indians will kick off now and get this ball to the Fairview offense, and as always, Rich, you never know what to expect from the black and gold of Fairview, but you know there's going to be some trickery, and you know there's going to be some fast people with some good hands waiting to catch the passes. Athletes, they have a lot of athletes over here.
Now, if we were at home, we could have showed that on instant replay.
Okay.
Hopefully that we'll have it ready for next week.
That'd be nice.
We can't take that instant replay on the road yet.
So Unger's going to tee it up from his 40-yard line. Number 20, Toby Hill, who ironically kicks off for Fairview, is the deep back for the Apaches on their kickoff team.
But it's just dead calm tonight. Hardly any wind.
Could be a good thing. It's not going to blow up a storm. Unger to kick it. Kicks it. It's going to go back to about
Hill.
the 7-yard line. Hill's got it straight up the middle. Got an alley. Fumble the football. And who's got it? I think Fairview got it back. Boy, that ball popped about 10 yards forward, Rich. He got hit at about the 23, and it landed at the 30. No signal yet, but I do think Fairview has the football. Well, they're trying to dig it out of there. There's some fighting going on. You can bet there's some wrestling and some cussing and spitting. Yep, Fairview's got the football. So it'll be Apache football, 1st and 10 on their first series of the 2005 season, just across their own 30-yard line. Let's set the Indian defense for you. At middle guard, number 67, Kyle Borton, the big senior. Burkholder also on left tackle, plays the tackle on the offensive side of the ball. Number 31, Robert Shirey is out there, 6 foot, 201-pound junior on the right end, and we'll get you the defensive back set up in just a moment. There you go with Fairview's 5 wide.
Ryan Ratcliffe, the quarterback, sophomore, nice size, 6'2", 185, I believe.
In the shotgun, pumps it out here, got a man open. He's hit right away. Hill's got the ball. He's got it out near first down territory.
Mitch Huner stopped for the Indians.
Mitch Huner, one of the linebackers, slots out there. Number 30, a 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. Fairview, as always, in the no-huddle offense. The other linebackers,
9 yards on that.
The other linebackers, number 4, Aaron Emmons, who also doubles at quarterback for the Indians. Number 54, Brian Badenhop, a 5'8", 172-pound junior. And number 21, Jake Unger, a wide receiver on the offensive side of the ball. Another quick bat. It's batted up in the air. He's got the first down. The ball was tipped, but he's got the first down. Again,
Kirk Jesse.
Jesse on the catch, Huner and Emmons on the stop. So it's a first down for Fairview just across their 41-yard line.
I didn't see who was coming in for Wauseon. It looked like they almost got their fingertips on that ball as they were rushing.
They touched it. The deep backs for the Indians, number 20, Ryan Huner, a 5'7", 145-pound sophomore. Raymond Martinez is back there. Dana Demeline, a 5'6", 139-pound junior. There's that quick out again. Screen. It's kind of a wide receiver screen there to Hill.
And type screen to him.
And he gets it across the 45 to about the 48-yard line.
Brian Badenhop on the stop.
Gain of 7 on the play, almost 8 on the play. About 2.5 yards to go. Zach Garrow is the other deep back for the Indians. Zach's a 5'11", 172-pound junior. Also plays wide receiver on the offensive side. There's the quick snap, fires it over the middle, and it, ooh!
Through the hands.
Right through the hands of number 32. And we don't have his number up here. Number 32 is
Eric Scantlin.
So it'll be third down and about 2.5.
Writing in his name on our chart.
Indians, and he loops it out there. It's going to be out, so it's going to be fourth down. Threw it out there intended for number 3, Hesselschwart, but he overthrew him, so that'll bring up fourth down and about 2.5 from the 49-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ratcliffe is the punter. He's the quarterback.
He called for the punt.
And if you got to be watching for the fake with him being back there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he went onside kick on his opening kickoff. You think he'd fake this one?
You know, with Coach Olin,
You never
You
know.
never know. I can remember a year when he went for it in Wauseon one year on his own 21-yard line. So you never know. Oh, it took took a Fairview bounce. It's going to be down by the Apaches at about the 16 or 17-yard line. So the Indians will take over. They do get a defensive stop on Fairview's first possession. And with 8:09 left to go in the first quarter, Wauseon takes over. 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Well, let's see what the bag of tricks Wauseon can come up with here in their second possession, Rich.
Well, they did a good ground game in the first series. Didn't have to go to the air. So we'll see if they can grind it out again.
Seth Wise comes out over the ball. Aaron Emmons, the 6', 203-pound senior quarterback, run behind him. Unger on the wing. Meyer and Martinez in the backfield. And Meyer straight ahead picks up a good 5, maybe 6 yards across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. See where they spot it, Rich. About the 22.5. They're going to give him a good 6 yards on that carry. 2nd and 4.
Trey Hasselschwart on the tackle for the Apaches. Had to wait for him to get up out of the way from the huddle. Boy, wouldn't you like to run right behind Borton and Mealer over here?
There's Meyer again. Hurdles one tackler, gets hit. He crosses the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Number 200 or about 520 pounds of beef over here on this right side, that it may be coming this way. What do you think? I formation.
Oh, we're going to get it.
I don't know who jumped.
Penalty.
We'll see. Somebody jumped.
Number 12, I think.
Unger's going to split out to the near side. I formation this time.
Straight ahead.
Meyer twisting and turning. They're going to mark it down at about the 34-yard line. He picked up about 3.
Did a little spin move there, but he got his feet tangled up in the pile. He was past the pile, but showing a lot of hustle.
He just does some things instinctively, Rich, that you can't teach, you can't coach. He just has a knack for bending his body in whatever way he needs to just get that extra yardage. And he's just things you can't coach.
Learned that from his mother, Lori.
Is that right?
Yeah. Not Todd.
Counter play. Martinez has the ball, looking for room. He's outside. He's to the 40.
Nice tackle.
No, boy, it's a good thing. Number 1, Kurt Jesse got him out here, or Raymond may have been off to the races again. He's going to be, yep, they mark it as a first down. The ball is marked at the 42-yard line, and boy, I tell you what, Kurt Jesse just may have made a touchdown-saving tackle.
.45 to go, first quarter. I'll look for the clock.
I was going to
it's
say,
a little easier for me.
I can't see the clock at all, so.
I lean over the top of Blue over here next to me.
Unger on the wing right. Myers spinning, across the 45. Trey Hasselschwart again. You've heard his name quite a bit tonight. Coming in from his right defensive end position. They're going to give him, looks about like 3, Rich. It'll be 2nd and 7. Number 56, Seth Schroeder, 5'10", 155-pound senior, brings the play in from Coach Emmons. This is exactly what Wauseon likes to do. Chew up yardage, chew up clock. Garrow split left, Unger split right. I formation. Martinez with running room. 50, 47, 48-yard line. Looks like they may mark it closer to the 49. He's going to be about a half a yard, maybe a yard shy. Another 3rd and short situation. Greg Harder, number 66 on the tackle. Looks like about what, Rich? 3rd and about a yard and a half. Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, I saw in the scrimmage, Aaron Emmons isn't afraid to be like a little Michael Vick. when he rolls out on some stuff, he can run the ball too.
Here come the Indians.
So he's got a little power in those
Double
legs.
wide formation. You notice that Borton and Mealer are on the left side of the line now. They seem to go to the strong side of the field. Myers got running room. Boy, it's going to be really close. They may have to measure this one.
Tommy Moore is about right where the stick is, so
really close.
They're
going to bring it in. So we have a timeout on the field with 3:43 left in the first quarter. Wauseon leading 7-0. And Rich, early impressions on the Wauseon Indian offense?
Well, so far so good on the ground game. It's been very impressive. It almost backfired on the first play when Raymond shot that football up in the air, but that caught it himself. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
I'm sorry, Rich. First down, Wauseon. Ball spotted at the 40, just outside the 47-yard line. So yeah, that was a scary moment.
Yes, on your first play.
Kind of an inauspicious way to start a season, but all things worked out well. Raymond caught the ball in midair and picked up about 3 yards.
That maybe got him focused for that touchdown run.
Could be. So the Indians with a first down inside Fairview territory.
Seth Wise over center.
Here comes Unger, split to the near side, I formation this time. Fumble. And Emmons falls on his own, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Well, hasn't been a 4-year marriage for them, so you can expect that early on this season.
Myers heads to the sideline,
but not very often.
Yeah. Myers takes a little break. Let's see what we have lined up in the backfield. Looks like Shire's back there with Martinez. Garrow split just a little bit this side, and Unger on the wing to the left. And Martinez has the football, looking for running room, gets outside, gets by one man, breaks another tackle, gets run out of bounds inside the 45 at about the 44 by Toby Hill. We'll mark it there. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 7.
After that first touchdown run, looks like Fairview's defensive coach made a little bit of changes. They stay in a little more outside. They're not pinched in to keep Raymond from getting outside like he did that first 44-yard jaunt.
Shirey and Martinez split backfield again. Yep, Emmons has got the football, rolling back. He's got a man open, fires it. It's caught by Garrow at the 35-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down. Defended on the play by number 28, Brandon Meyer, but not before Zach Garrow makes his first reception of the season. And Aaron Emmons, it's his first completion of the season and our first down via the pass.
Added good rotation on that football.
Threw it hard,
threw
right
it hard.
In there.
It was perfect pass.
Good looking pass, Aaron. Here we go.
Looked like he stumbled a little bit coming away from center, but he's enough of an athlete. He righted himself and drilled that pass.
Shirey and Martinez again in the backfield. Straight up, quick hitter to Martinez. He gets it across the 35 down to the 34. He'll pick up about 1 on the play. Here comes Brad Myers back in the game. Hesselschwart again on the tackle. But we've called his name
a lot.
Yeah.
The biggest name in the
he's done some
on their roster.
Yeah, he's done some yeoman-like work over there, that right defensive end position. He only weighs 169 pounds, but which is not a whole lot for defensive end, but he's had his share of tackles. Myers in the backfield, Martinez in the backfield, Unger on the wing to the right. Martinez looking for running room, gets it down inside again, the 43 to about the 42-yard line. He'll pick up a couple. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 6, maybe 7. They're going to mark it back at the 32. We're going to call it 3rd and 7. So now you're down here, Rich. I think you can still run a couple of running plays and try to pick up 7 yards.
You don't have to pass, but
they were certainly successful
on the one that they
first.
did. Yes.
Let's see which side. Yeah, Borton and Mueller do come over here to the right side.
Under a minute, 52 seconds to go, first quarter.
Thanks for keeping me updated, pal. I can't see it at all. What do we got here? Delay of game? Delay of game.
I didn't see his hand up in the air.
I certainly didn't see it either. That play did not.
5-second warning.
That play did not seem to take that long to get in, did it?
I don't know.
Well, that's going to change the complexion of this play considerably. That's going to make it, instead of a 3rd and 7, it's going to be 3rd and 12 back at the 37-yard line. So there you go.
Oof. Yeah, because they don't have a 25-second clock, so.
Inside reverse. Unger's got some room. He took it inside instead of taking it out. Gets it back down to about the 32 or 33-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 7. And the Indians appear that they're going to go for it. Number 56, Seth Schroeder, brings in the play from Coach Emmons. So the Indians, with their first attempted 4th down conversion of the season. Garrow splits left. Martinez and Unger split right.
10 seconds.
Emmons in the shotgun with Myers back there with him. He's straight back, got time again, throws it out in the flat to Mueller. He's got running room. 25-20, down to about the 15-yard line.
Elliot Mueller with his first catch.
The big man, Elliot Mueller, the big sophomore, gets the ball down inside the 15-yard line. And I'll tell you what, good pass protection there. He had all day.
He went up with both hands and caught that, ripped it off the backboard. Oh no, wrong sport. Wrong sport. Took off.
That'll bring the first quarter to an end. It'll have to make the officials travel about 80 yards down there to replace the football, so they could use the exercise.
They could use it. Want to thank some of our sports sponsors: Don's Automotive Group, Wauseon Machine and Manufacturing, and St. Casper's Catholic Church. Without their funding, this would not be possible to bring to you INTV viewers. So if anybody wants to help out, send your tax-deductible donations to INTV, P.O. Box 185, Wauseon, Ohio, 43567. And we can continue these telecasts for you.
Well, I tell you what, Rich, the Indians, we can't keep those stats because our crack statistician Stan Schmidt isn't here with us this evening. But
I can't understand where he's at.
I've got to believe that the Indians completely controlled time of possession in that quarter. The Apaches had 1 possession. The Indians had the ball the rest of the quarter.
Yeah. I was trying to peek over Blues, but I can't understand his hand scratching. So. Looks like Wauseon has had a total of maybe 7 first downs in the first quarter to 1 for Fairview.
The Fairview offense and their 5 wideouts have got to be itching to get back out there, but the Indians offense is just not letting that happen. The Indians have picked up 1 big 3rd and 7, and they're a 4th and 7. And I tell you what, at 6'6" and 265 pounds, Elliot Mueller has got to be a load for a defensive back to bring down.
Well, he broke a couple tackles there, and like I say, with his athleticism, he got hit around the legs on that first one and just was able to shake it off and keep sprinting down the sidelines.
Seth Wise out over the ball. Aaron Emmons at quarterback underneath him, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 Indians. Counter play. Martinez got running room, trying to get outside. Great tackle out there. Toby Hill with a great stop. Raymond even had a blocker out in front of him, so if he could have slipped that tackle, he'd have had 6. He gets the ball down to a market just inside the 12-yard line, it looks like.
Toby Hill just sort of knifed in behind that lead blocker to get Raymond there with that good tackle.
Can you see okay? I'm sorry, I'm leaning so forward. It's hard to.
I can look over Lou's head here.
All right. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8. They need to get to the 4-yard line for a first down. Myers has the football, and he's not going anywhere.
No plays.
Big play out there by number 66. Greg Harder. Boy, they're throwing everything in the stands. Footballs, T-shirts. There's a loss on the play of about 3-4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and about 12 from the 15-yard line. Jake Unger might have his first field goal attempt of the season. I formation. Garrow split wide right. Unger split wide left. Both in single coverage.
Ooh, that looked.
And Emmons has the football, and he overthrew him. Oh, that might have been a penalty. He got decked after he threw that ball. That's going to bring up a 4th and 12. Let's see what happens.
Well, he did a smart throw there from the standpoint of he didn't try to force it down into the receiver. He threw it up to where only his receiver may have had a chance to get it. He was not going to get it intercepted. He wanted to give Unger at least an attempt.
They're going to line up for the field goal.
Almost in the center of the field.
Unger's going to have it marked at about the 22 for a 32-yard attempt. Borton will snap it. Schrock will hold it, and Unger will attempt the kick. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is no good.
Wide right.
So the Fairview Apaches hold. After the Indians dominated time of possession, the Apaches do the important thing, and all that time of possession goes for naught.
But it looked like the snap may have caught Derek by surprise, come up underneath his chin, and just didn't get it set down then quick enough and threw the timing off. And
so here
like
come the Apaches.
Distance, but he just had it a little right.
Here come the Apaches with Ryan Radcliffe, the sophomore quarterback, lined up in the shotgun. The Indians were able to stop it. They did get 1 first down, and then the Indians stopped them on the subsequent series. We'll see what happens. Fairview's 2nd possession of the evening. Hill out there dodging tacklers all over the place.
He will slip through about 4 of them out there.
He gets knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line, so we'll give him, well, they're going to mark it shy of the 24. Give him 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7. And it's warm up here, Rich. Not nearly as warm, I'm sure, as it is down there. Radcliffe in the shotgun. Looking to his right. Oh! Well, I thought Aaron Emmons was going to pick that off. It was caught out there by Kirk Jesse. He's got first down yardage out to about the 36-yard line. Aaron Emmons was about.
Radcliffe had good zip on that. Emmons just didn't pick it up, I don't think.
Boy, he was in the neighborhood. So it's a 1st and 10 for Fairview at their own 36-yard line.
Well, this Fairview offense is going to make it tough on the officials. They should have to talk about a new rule change this year. Talking with Kenny Bumgardner.
There's another one zipped right over the middle of Hill. Boy, that was beautifully thrown.
Right over his shoulder.
And this is exactly what the Indian coaching staff did not want to see, is Mitch Huner on the stop, the sophomore. They did not want to see Radcliffe starting to get hot out here, because if he gets hot with the speed in the hands that these receivers have, this could be a long night for the Wauseon defense.
Looking over the defense.
He's going to run it, and he's got all kinds of room. All kinds of room. Down near the 30. And all of a sudden,
stop for Wauseon.
Fairview's defense comes up huge, Rich, on the far end of the field and keeps the points off the board, and that breathes new life into this Fairview team. Down to the 30, 1st and 10. Boy, it took them about 5 plays, and they've covered 60 yards.
Well, maybe 50.
3 wide out, or 3 wide outs left side.
I'm an accountant.
So
all right,
okay. 2 on the right side. motion this time. He's going to throw it out. They drop the football. He dropped the football. He had a first down and he dropped it. Did number 87 Levi Kuhn. Had it in his breadbasket and it hit the turf.
I think it was one of those he just wanted to take off running before he had it secured, and it just slid right on down.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. The pass patterns that these receivers run, Rich, are so diverse. You watch them. You pay attention to one kid, you lock in on him for a series, he never runs the same pattern twice. That skipped.
Ooh, that looked like it hit the ground.
It skipped, didn't it? Are they going to give him the catch?
Tommy's giving him the catch.
Oh, my Lord.
Kirk Jesse,
they're going to credit him with a catch. I tell you what, they're closer than we are, Rich, but it looked like it hit the ground. The gain will be 5. It'll be 3rd down 5. The ball is just outside the 25-yard line of the Indians.
Yeah, under the new rules, where you see
timeout,
the
Fairview
numbers on the field, when the officials blow the ball ready, you must have 11 players inside that.
Inside the numbers.
Inside the numbers. They can go outside after the blow the ball ready, but you have to have 11 inside the numbers.
So Fairview takes the first timeout of the first half with 8:29 remaining in the half, trailing Wauseon 7-0. We're here on what appears, at least up here in the booth, to be a very muggy night.
Looks like it's more comfort in the stands, though.
It is warm up here.
We need to get ourselves some new golf shirts or something instead of these vests.
Yeah.
On these hot nights.
Yeah, the Fairview came up big, Rich. The Indians had it 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line and could not punch it in. And that seemed to give them a little bit of life and a little bit of spunk. They've driven it down to the Wauseon 25-yard line. 3rd and 5. And of course, it's 4-down territory down here.
Well, like you said, Radcliffe, once he hits a few of these, he gets himself in a good rhythm. And he gets on one play, he got the defense all spread out, and that opened up the middle for him for about a 15, 20-yard gain. So to keep the ball.
3 wideouts to the near side, 2 to the far side. Now what? They got too many guys? I don't know what they're talking about. The officials.
He had called, Tommy Moore had said that he was set with the count, and then somebody else come running out. Like I say, that's going to be tough on Fairview to try and figure out that call on this rule, because they spread out all over the field. Blew it ready, and they were inside now.
Yeah, now they're moving outside. He's going to run it. There's nobody in the middle. He's got the first down. He's down. You could see that coming.
Yep.
There was nobody home in the middle of that defense.
Well, when you got him spread out and you got your 3-man rush trying to get into him, he just finds out which one's got the best block, and he just takes off to the inside of that block.
Ball is a first down mark just inside the 20. So it appears, Rich, that the way to beat this team is keep the offense off the field, because they don't look like they're going to be stopped very easily. Fired up in the air, batted up, but can't quite get the ball. I'm not sure who got his big mitt on that, if that was Mueller or who it was, but he tipped it up in the air. Demeline came diving in, tried to make the interception, but couldn't quite corral the football. 2nd and 10.
See, now I would have called that a violation, but
screen. He fell. Yep, number 87.
Because your quarterback,
Levi Kuhn, caught that football, but he fell down.
Your quarterback comes over outside the numbers, and the official blows it ready for play.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball again marked just inside the 20. And again, nobody in the middle of that defense. Throws it up in the air. He overthrew it. Is it caught? Oh, I thought he had it.
That would have been a heck of a... Huner would have had a heck of a catch because he was down before the ball got there.
He overthrew him, did Radcliffe, and number 20, Ryan Huner, just about had himself an interception down inside the 5-yard line. So it's 4th and 10. I'd be watching that middle. I'd be watching the middle. There's nobody. There's nobody on the white. There's nobody on the white out over there on the left. There we go.
I'd find number 20.
And he loops it out for the end zone, and it's going to be picked off.
No. Oh, all right.
It picked off, and it's going to come out to the 20. So Demoline,
all right.
Demoline intercepts the pass in the end zone. The ball's going to come out to the 20. 1st and 10, Wauseon, and the Indians' defense holds. Well, just like the Fairview defense, Rich. The Indians drove it the length of the field, came up empty. Fairview drives it the length of the field, comes up empty.
7:18 to go, 2nd quarter.
Such a difference in styles offensively, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Here come the Indians. Seth Wise comes out over the ball, and here comes the rest of the offense. They're going to line up in the split backs. Unger on the wing to the right.
Well, you got Borton and Mueller out there. They got to be some tired puppies as they've been on that.
You had to think so. Inside rush. Reverse to Unger. He's
Good block.
Blocked by Aaron Emmons. There's now what? What was that?
Did he get a face mask or what?
I don't know what happened. I mean, it was a. Emmons had a great block out there holding. Oh my goodness. I don't know who held. Did Aaron Emmons hold?
I don't know who he called it on.
Was it Aaron? Blue says it was Aaron Emmons. That's gonna knock about a 7-yard gain, and
they'll make it 1st down still.
Yeah, but it'll be 1st down in a bunch.
Well, it's gonna be can't be more than half the distance, so it'll go to maybe the 11.
To the 10. Nope.
Nope, he's back.
To about the 12.
There you go.
Puts the football down at the 12-yard line. That'll be a 1st and, well, we're just going to call it 20. It's just shy of 20. Split backs again, and you don't want to go backwards.
Straight ahead, Myers.
Myers got a hole up over the 20 to just, where they'll mark it probably just across the 20.
Toby Hill on the stop for the Apaches.
He gets back about 10 of that 20 yards, so that'll bring up, well, that's going to be just shy of 10. It'll be, we'll call it 2nd and 9. Ball is marked at the 20.5-yard line. Rich, how much time left in the half?
6:43.
So the Indians can punch in a score here before halftime. That'd be pretty big. Come the Indians. Split backs again. Unger wing right.
5 seconds to go.
They jumped. Fairview jumped. The middle guard, 56, jumped in there a little early. Here's the signal. Dead ball encroachment. And that's going to make it a 2nd and 5.
Got bailed out there.
And big number, let me see, 56 is Chris Sickle. He's a 5'9", 240-pound junior. Hey, I don't know what they feed him over here, Rich, but they got some big gentlemen on this team. Led by, well, they have a
you saw it.
5'10", 273 sophomore, but the big guy is
274.
Yeah, Nate Bowers, 6'3", 274. 2nd and 5. Myers with the football. Gets it across the 30, across the 31. He's got a 1st down.
Did the little hesitation there, waiting for the defense to clear off to his right side, and he kept coming straight ahead.
So the 5'8", 206-pound senior picks up another 1st down for the Indians. The Indians want to do this. Eat clock, score points. Shirey now on the wing right. Looks like Unger's got the football. Cuts it up just across the 35-yard line. He'll pick up about 3. Kirk Jesse on the stop. Now they're going to give him 4, Rich. We'll call it 2nd and 6.
Nice little counter there.
Aaron Emmons up under center with the split backs behind him, barking out signals. We jump. Wauseon jumped. Right guard, number 58, Tony Hansen, jumped the signal. That'll mark it back 5 yards and make it 2nd down and 11.
No, I think it's 53. 53.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Joe Amos.
Okay. He was the right guard, but they have been switching.
Yeah.
Flip-flopping sides of the field. So 2nd and just about 12. Ball just across the 30. Myers with the football. He gets hit early. Pushes forward, gets out to the 34-yard line. He'll pick up about 3. John Masser, number 77, on the stop. So.
Big, long 3rd down.
3rd and 8. See what the Indians can come up with here. The ball is at the 34-yard line. You wouldn't think they'd do anything to turn the ball over this close to their own goal, this close to the end of the half. Garrow split this way. Martinez and Unger split right. Emmons straight drop back. Looking, running for some help. Still looking. Whoa. Takes a leap, gets the ball out to about the 39-yard line. He's down there. That'll bring up a 4th and about 4, which brings out the punting team.
Aaron Emmons does his imitation of Michael Vick. Wants that extra yard.
So Ray Martinez will drop back in punt formation, and they're going to kick it away.
Kirk Jesse back for Fairview.
Yeah, I believe I just kick it out of bounds here.
Well, we haven't seen Raymond punt yet, so.
Yeah, I believe I would. Now what? Who moved? Well, Fairview moved. Nope, we did. If Fairview moved, it's a 1st down. Illegal procedure marked off against the Indians. That's going to move the ball back 5 and be marked at the 34-yard line.
Now Kenny says there's no such thing as illegal procedure. It's just false start. That's what he told me at breakfast anyway.
Okay. Brad Myers, the senior tailback, is the snapper for the punts. Martinez gets off a nice high kick, beautiful spiral. Jesse calls for the fair catch at his 28, and that's where Fairview will take over 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line with 3:07 left to go in the half. I just don't. I'm going to come up here with a sledgehammer here during halftime and knock this pole out of here. They'd probably send the station a bill, though, wouldn't they? Here comes the 5-wide spread of the Fairview Apaches, led by sophomore quarterback Ryan Radcliffe. Hill, Jesse, and Stuckey.
Plenty of time for Fairview's offense to cause problems for the Indians.
And he's going to try to run it, and he's got running room up the middle. Unger's got him. Tried to rip the football loose. Did they call it dead?
I heard the whistle go off. I heard the whistle. And they blew it a little quick.
I'm not sure he was down.
No.
But he's going to pick up yardage down to or out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Pickup of 9. 2nd down and 1.
Well, the way you stop that normally is you assign a linebacker to stay with the quarterback, but when you got 5 wideouts.
Stuckey, and he's hit and dropped. That play's not going to work. I think they had an inkling of what was coming. So they drop him for a loss back to the 35-yard line, a loss of about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Call it 3rd and 2.
Third
Clock is running at 2:14 left to go in the half. Now Stuckey runs over here to the wing, the slot on the right. Yeah, you won't be seeing that play for a while, Larry Christie says. I would imagine not. And he's going to try to run it, and he's got a first down again. You know, they're just going to keep doing that until somebody parks in the middle. They're just going to keep running that play, and they're going to keep picking up 10, 12 yards.
With that spread offense, you just can't commit a linebacker to stay there in the middle.
He's got to be the leading rusher in the game. He's out to the 46, 1st and 10. Minute 48 left to go in the half. This time he's going to throw it. He's got Jesse, and Jesse is nailed after he picks up about 3.
Mitch Huner hits him first, and then Emmons. That's the type of tackle that ball could get coughed up.
2nd and 7.
Spin out of one and then get tattooed by the linebacker. Ooh, he's offside, Tommy.
He's got a man wide open out there, wide open on the sideline, and he's still running. Emmons gets him down inside the 30.
1:13.
And that'll stop the clock. And it looks like this offense, Rich, is now clicking. They were a little rusty getting started, but they are clicking now.
Well, our defenders, I got a feeling, are getting a little tuckered too.
He's rolling to his right, fires it out here to the sidelines. It's caught. Ball's down to the 21-yard line. Keeps it, stays in bounds though.
Under a minute.
Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2. Ball is spotted at the 21-yard line. 4 wideouts on the left side. 4. Oh!
There was almost a hole.
And he throws it into the end zone. It's too deep.
Going for Toby Hill. 40.8 seconds to go.
3rd and 2.
Well, it stops the clock, so.
Here comes some defensive reinforcements. Number 70, Julian Villanueva, 6'1", 238-pound junior, jumps in there on the defensive front. And he's going to run it, and he's got all kinds of running room again. Boy, that play is going to work and work and work and work and work. He's got a first down just outside the 10.
Stops the clock to move the chains. 36.2.
I'd just run that quarterback draw until it goes in the end zone.
Well, he can't. Well, he's got 2 timeouts left.
Exactly. Back to throw. He's under some duress. He loops it out there. Too deep.
Ooh. Missed.
Shirey almost had him.
Kirk Jesse was open, but Shirey was after him, and I think he felt Shirey there.
27 ticks left on the halftime clock.
Timeout Wauseon.
Which is a good timeout because he had a couple of guys bent over, gasping for air out there. This is a good timeout.
Our first, they've burned one already. So they have 2 left. Want to thank Don's Automotive Group, Wauseon Machine and Manufacturing, St. Casper's Catholic Church for helping to fund our telecast tonight. Oh boy, keep that fan going. Larry Burt in here. Can you
Do you hook
create
us
a
up
little
with
air
a fan
here?
or something?
Full of hot air, not cool.
Yeah, I tell you what. Well, the Indians facing yet another scoring challenge posed to them by the Fairview Apaches. 2nd down and 10. They can pick up a first down at or near the 1-yard line. The Apaches trail 7-0. And keep in mind the Apaches do get the ball to start the second half. So it's not going to get any easier for the Indian defense. 2 splits to the near side, 3 splits to the wide side. And number 24 is not covered. He's rolling to his right, looking. He's got a man, and it's caught, and it's a touchdown.
Nice little slant in there by Toby Hill.
And what looked like was going to happen early on has now happened. The Fairview Apaches are in the end zone, 7-6. And that took them 10 plays to cover about 70.
Was that a 10-yard pass?
What, 72 or 73 yards? Toby Hill, who sells popcorn in the stands at halftime, will be the kicker. The kick is up, and it is good, and we are tied. So Fairview finally gets on the board right at the end of the half, and Rich, that's got to hurt if you're a Wauseon Indian. You control the ball the whole half virtually until this last drive, and that's got to hurt.
Well, you knew he mixed in some passing and running. The quarterback, Radcliffe, big boy. We said he's 6'2", 175 pounds, sophomore. Got a good arm, so they respect his arm and left him open up the middle for about maybe 4 times for some running plays. Probably gained no less than 10 on any of them.
He ate up some huge yardage. Huge yardage. Well, the Indians are just going to have to take this football. They have 22.4 seconds. I would imagine they're going to take a knee, go in at halftime, and talk about it, because they're going to have to stop that Fairview offense in the first possession of the second half.
Well, you think you're going to see the onside kick again?
I would bet the money I have in my pocket, yes.
That we'll see a onside?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, I don't.
The Indians aren't going to do anything in 20 seconds, but they can. So I would not be a bit surprised to see. And he's going to kick it like a pooch kick almost. And Demeline has it.
Got speed.
And he gets it across the 40, and that's going to be, is that it, Rich?
Nope, 16.9.
16.9. See, the Indians, I'm not sure have the, to go 50 yards in 16 seconds at Fairview is apparently that's their offense is designed around those kind of plays.
It didn't take Ray that long to run that 44 yards, so there's always that capability.
Come on, Indians.
Wouldn't necessarily have to pass the ball.
It would surprise me. It looks like they're tight. I think they're just going to take a knee and go in and talk about it. And that's exactly what he does. And that'll be the last play of the first half. And we are tied, Wauseon 7, Fairview 7, at the close of the first half.
Right now.
Both teams leaving the field. We'll be back with some stats after halftime.
I often think it's that back, unless he's the one that's supposed to carry the football. Once he starts forward, just keep going and go out to the side, go in motion or something.
Take a step forward and move sideways.
Go sideways.
Of course, then if you're supposed to be the lead blocker, you're kind of leaving your running mate back there by himself. Aaron Emmons in the shotgun this time. And he's got a man out here, and Jake Unger had some running room, and I think he looked up to see where he could run, and he dropped the football. It'll be third down and about 13.
It looked like he might have seen the defender out of the corner of his eye. And just let her slide through his hands.
Let's see what the Indians do here. Again, Emmons in the shotgun. He does have Myers as a setback next to him. He's got some time. He fires.
Martinez,
he's got Martinez, but he's going to be shy of the first down. He's at about the 47-yard line. He'll be about 3 yards shy. So Coach Emmons has a decision, and I think he's called for the punt team. He has. So the Indians are going to give it up and place it in the hands of young Mr. Radcliffe and his quintuplets
Well, he's kicking to the dangerous Kirk Jesse back there, who just burned us for that opening second half kickoff return for 80-some yards.
I think you hang it real high. And he did. It's a great kick. He calls for a fair catch.
The 15, Debbie?
Yeah, right about the 15-yard line. So Fairview will take over from there. Of course, whether they have 5 yards or 95 yards with the offense that they run, it really is. They run the same offense whether they need to pick up a yard or.
That's right.
Or 20
no matter
yards.
where they're at,
it doesn't
on the
matter.
Field. But we are going to see whether they did anything to stop Mr. Ratcliffe's run.
Quarterback draw. 1st and 10, Fairview. They lead 14-7. They have the ball. We have an official timeout. I don't know what seems to be the problem. I don't know whether they're just giving everybody water or what. That could be. They called an official timeout. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. They're making sure the kids are staying hydrated. Yep. That's a good thing. Huh?
Blues always been hydrated.
Well, the officials call a water timeout here with the 8:48 left to go in the third quarter. Wauseon trailing 14-7. As is always, Rich, these ball games between these two teams just pretty closely contested, and this one is no different.
Big plays have been a key tonight. Ray Martinez, 44-yard big play jaunt for the first touchdown.
Well, I got to
the big quarterback keeper runs by Ratcliffe for their second touchdown. And then
I actually got
kickoff return.
I actually got to hear Jim Trussell say once, I was at a thing that he spoke at, and he said in the course of a football game there will be 4 or 5 plays that will determine the outcome. The rest of the plays basically are
to set up
run with no
plays.
consequence.
Yeah.
Yes, you know, you design every play to go for a touchdown, but usually in the course of a game there are 4 or 5 plays that will determine who wins and who loses. And running back kicks 87 yards for touchdowns is usually one of those plays. That pass was incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line for Fairview, and they do have a spy. There's a flag. I think we got a hold in the backfield. I do believe it's going to come back. The pass was caught out there by number 17, Caleb Bowling, 6 foot, 153-pound junior, but the flag was dropped in the offensive backfield of Fairview, which would tend to make you believe it's a holding. Certainly couldn't have been a roughing. They didn't get to him.
Illegal shift.
Illegal shift. That's only going to be about a 5-yard penalty.
But it came at a good time.
Yes, it did.
For the Indians.
Wiped out about a 20-yard gain. Here we go. We're going to line it up again. If you note, Rich, the Indians are keeping a spy in the middle of that defense. So it looks like Alex Stuckey is going to line up. Maybe not. I thought he was going to line up in the setback position again, but he isn't. 3 wide outs to the right, 2 wide outs to the left. Radcliffe back in the gun by himself. He fires it out there, and that's over the head of number 3, Trey Hesselswart. That'll be 3rd down and 15.
Ryan Huner made a great break
on that ball.
On the ball. If it would have been down, he would have had a good chance at it. 3rd and 15.
This is a big one, Rich. Actually, we got to come up with a stop here. Get the football back in good field position. 3rd down, 15. Ball is resting at the Fairview 10-yard line. Backed up against his own end zone. Radcliffe looking. Look, he got a man wide open over here. Missed tackle. He's got a 1st down. Man, there wasn't anybody within 15 yards of number 13, Zeke Keysbury. Boy, he was so alone. He had his own zip code out here.
Well, he hasn't gone to Keysbury, so the defenders were spying on probably Toby Hill, watching for Hill.
That could be one of those plays that turns the tide of a game right there, Rich. A 3rd down and 15 from their own 10-yard line, and they're out to the 33. 1st and 10. And yeah, the Indians are rushing. They're rushing 3 men. Well, Elliot Mueller just about had him.
They threw a flag. Yeah. I think they're going to get a hold.
Let's see what happens.
Now they may get that hold.
Ball temporarily spotted at 37. It is holding against the Apaches. That's a spot foul, so we'll see where the ball ends up, but it will be 1st down.
Should be 32-10, should be back to the 22.
Just wondering what happens if Wauseon all of a sudden starts shooting defensive backs on corner blitzes and things of that nature. You know, maybe let him scramble a little. Yeah, you're true. You better get to him, but you never know. You pull a few surprises. It is a hold. It's going to be marked back to about the 22-yard line. So that's going to be 1st down and about 21 or 22.
Trying to clean the bugs out of my earpiece here.
Three-man rush. He's firing it deep down the sideline. He's got a man wide open. He dropped it. Oh, he dropped it. He had Keysbury open on the sideline, and he just flat dropped the football.
He laid that over the top. Emmons couldn't get to it. Demeline couldn't get to it. It was a good pass, but he just couldn't take it in stride.
2nd down and 22 yards. Ball again marked at the 22-yard line of Fairview. They got to get to the 44 for a 1st down. There,
somebody moved.
Yep, somebody moved, and I'm not sure who. It had to be them. The ball hadn't been snapped before the whistle blew, so Fairview's going to go backwards again. Yep, illegal procedure. 5-yard walk-off. That'll make it 2nd down and about 27 yards. Reminds me, Rich, of the time over in Napoleon.
Wauseon kept going back.
I think it was the year after the state championship year, wasn't it? When we at one point were 3rd and 43 and then 4th and 37 and almost picked it up. Radcliffe in the gun. 2nd down and 27. And he's going to that quarterback draw, and they got him this time. The spy stayed home. Kyle Borton saw him coming, and number 54, Brian Badenhop, 5'8", 172-pound junior. He stayed home, and that play went nowhere that time. A ball is marked right at about the 20, just across the 20. He has to get to the 44, so we're going to call it 3rd and 24 or 23. Well, they got to be getting close to a clock violation here.
Yeah, he hasn't raised his hand.
Nope. There's the snap. He's rolling to his right. Fires it out over the middle. Overthrown. Ray Martinez defending. The ball was, if he caught it, he would have been about the 40. That brings up 4th and 24. Eric Scantlin, the intended receiver. So Ryan Radcliffe drops back to punt.
Martinez and Demeline.
So the Indians do stop, and they will get good field position, Rich.
Hopefully.
How much time left in the quarter?
6:57.
So,
almost got to it.
Demeline breaks a tackle. He's to the 40. He's to the 35.
Got a wall.
Oh, he tried to cut back, and he slipped down. Big time return, though. Gets the ball down inside the 30. Indians with tremendous field position here.
Well, it was reminiscent there of a Nate Kamick type run back,
right,
as he got a wall over there. They sealed him off. It looked like he might have just slipped up a little bit over there.
He tried to make that sharp cut back to the middle, and he did. He slipped down. So it'll be 1st and 10 Indians. Ball marked just inside the 30 with 6:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Like to tie this thing up before the quarter break, Rich. And And then we'll have all kinds of fun in the fourth quarter. The linebacker staying home in the middle really hurt Fairview on that series.
Straight ahead.
Myers got some running room, powering down. He gets inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. Gain of what looks like to be about 7. Let's see where they mark it. Zakhrich on the tackle. Gain of 7. Second down and 3. Ball at the 22-yard line of Fairview. Wauseon trailing by a touchdown, but definitely 2 yards from the red zone and looking for more. Split backs, Martinez and Meyer. Unger wing left. Aaron Emmons barking out signals. Gives the ball to Meyer again. Busting off right tackle, turning, spinning, still on his feet. Gets down inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line.
He just stayed in there with his blockers, and they kept churning forward. And none of the Fairview Apaches could get a real good grip on him, and he made some good yardage out of that one.
Picked up 10 on the play. Ball marked at the 12. They can pick up a first down at the 2. First and 10, Wauseon. Yarrow to the near side. Wing right. Unger, split backs behind Emmons. Myers with the football, cuts it up, spinning, turning, gets it down to about the 5-yard line. Picked up of about 7 on the play, so he gets the ball. Looked like the nose of the football, Rich, is going to be marked right just outside the 5. So he can pick up a first down with a gain of about 3 more.
5:15 to go, third quarter.
It's a big defensive stop by the Indians there on that possession. Encouraging, Rich, that they really did kind of stymie the offense there. They made a couple of nice cuts on and forced him to throw the ball high. Myers in. Boy, he's close. If he's not in, boy, is he.
Tommy Moore is going to mark him a half a yard short.
Half a yard shy. He's got a first down. It'll be first and goal from about the 1/2 yard line with 4:53 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, do you risk a handoff here, or do you let your quarterback sneak it in, or do you give
Myers the football because
he's got you down there?
That's what you do. And if he doesn't get in the first time, then maybe you try the sneak. But Myers the up back, Martinez the deep back in the eye. Emmons takes it. You got the call, Rich.
Quarterback sneak.
Quarterback sneak for the score. Now the all-important extra point to get the tie here with 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. That was a good drive. That was a good overall series by the Indians, stopping the Apaches on their possession, getting that football. And Rich, they really moved the football very, very well on the ground right there.
Yes, they did. And like we talked, you know, Brad Myers did yeoman duty on that series.
And now he's snapping it back to Schrock. Snap is down, kick is up. The kick is good.
That was a crucial kick.
4:35 left to go in the third quarter. Wauseon ties it up. We are deadlocked at 14, and it's another Donnybrook. It's always a tough game when these two teams play.
.435 to go, third quarter. Yeah, now they're going to make somebody have to hold it. Oh, no.
So the Indians tie the ball game up. Unger will kick it off from the 40, and we'll see what happens here. I'm reminded of Jim Tressel's philosophies of football here, Rich. He said the 5 keys to winning in order are defense, field position, turnovers, special teams, and clock management. Offense isn't even mentioned, and you were right. There's a squib kick. They got the ball at the 35, which is better than the end zone.
Caleb Bowling wrapped it up and went down with it. Caleb Bowling.
Fairview will have it first and 10 from their own 35-yard line. We are deadlocked at 14 here at Fairview High School with 4:33 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, we had a long game with Fairview last year with that 1 hour and 15-minute lightning and delay. This one could be a long game for overtime.
Don't say that.
Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about that. Wauseon calls a timeout. Apparently saw a formation they didn't like. So we're tied at 14. Once again with 4:33 to go in the third quarter.
Quick rundown of the scoring. 44-yard run off left tackle by Ray Martinez in the first 9:57 of the first to put Wauseon up 7-0. Ratcliffe came back, 10-yard pass to Hill to tie it up with 22 seconds to go in the half. Then on the opening kickoff of the second half, 83-yard kickoff return by Kirk Jesse put Fairview on top for the first time, 14-7. And Wauseon just came back here with a good drive, 4:35 to go in the third. Emmons on a quarterback sneak after Brad Meyer's tough running for maybe, what, 5-6 times. He carried 2, 3, 4 defenders with him to tie the game up at 14.
If our viewers at home, so keep an eye on number 54, Brian Badenhop, there in the middle of the Indian defense. He's going to make sure that Mr. Radcliffe doesn't run that quarterback draw. Boy, that was almost
Nice
picked
slant.
off. It's a slant pass, and I'll tell you what, great coverage out there by Garrow. It just was an extremely well-thrown ball.
Yes.
Picks up about 9 on the play out to the 44-yard line. I tell you what, you can't get it a whole lot better than that. Good pass, good catch, and I mean Garrow was all over him. Yeah. 9-yard gain. Ball's at the 44-yard line. Second and 1 for Fairview. Back to throw. He's going to go long. He's got a man open, but Demeline bats it away. Great play out there by number 25, Dana Demeline, the 5'6", 138-pound junior. Boy, did he cover a lot of ground.
Put some fresh bodies up front. We got number 71 Villanueva and number 72 Tim Burkholder still out there.
Villanueva just came off the field. Kyle Borton comes back into that middle guard position. 3rd down and 1. Fairview from their own 44-yard line. Quick look. Pass thrown. He cocked through it, brought it back down, and then fired it in there. The ball is inside Indian territory at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Fairview. And I'll tell you what, Ben Wonderly on the catch. This young Mr. Radcliffe has a gun. This kid has got an arm. First and 10, 46-yard line of the Indians. He ran up the middle. They're going to get him. Oh, he gets away. I thought they had him back at the line of scrimmage, and he screamed forward for about 8 to the 38-yard line of the Indians. Second down, 2. Boy, he's a nice-looking athlete, isn't he?
Yes.
He is 6'2", 176 pounds, and he's a sophomore. So he'll have about 18,000 yards passing by the time he graduates Fairview High School.
Everybody looking for the signal.
We have 2:52 left to go in the third quarter. Deadlocked at 14. We got a blitz coming from the corner. That rushed him, Rich. Yep. I'm telling you, that's going to work. Unger came on the corner blitz. And Radcliffe had to get rid of that football. Now makes it 3rd down and 2. If I'm not mistaken, they made good use of that last year, Rich. We just, especially in the third and fourth quarter, yes. Right? They started bringing people, and it hurried them a little bit. 3rd and 2. Ball's at the Wauseon 38-yard line. Yeah, I think they're going to get Elliott Mueller. We're going across the line of scrimmage. Yep, encroachment. So that gives the Apaches the automatic first down and moves the ball to the 34-yard line, 33-yard line of Wauseon.
Mueller coming out.
2 splits to the near side. There's that belly screen. Jesse's got it. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play, maybe 4. He gets it down inside the 30.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a good job by Ryan Huner as Jesse went out there, gave him a leg and made a pivot, but Huner stayed right with him, made the tackle.
Nice job by the young sophomore. Ball will be marked at the 29-yard line. We'll give him 3. It's 2nd and 7 from there. They gave him, looked like they gave him more like 4, doesn't it?
Yep.
2nd and 6, we'll call it. We have 2:08 left to go in the third quarter. 14-14 tie, Wauseon and Fairview. Indians coming up in tight man-to-man coverage here now. Here comes Unger on that blitz, and that's going to force him out of the pocket. They're going to wrap him up. Borton's got him. The Unger blitz forced him to run forward right into the hands of big Borton. Cal Borton with the stop at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1. We're going to call it 3rd down and 7 from there. So the Indians defensive coaches giving young Mr. Radcliffe a little bit different look here, Rich.
Yes. You got to imagine they're in 2 down or 4 down situation here, so.
He's rolling. He's under pressure. Ooh. And they're going to get him. Got him for a sack. Back outside the 35-yard line to the 37.
31. Robert Shirey from his defensive end position.
Shirey gets him with a big play, and that's going to make it 4th and 13. Now this could be fun. I'd be looking.
Well, they
for
had 4th and what, 20, and made it.
Now 3rd and it was, I think, a 3rd and 20, wasn't it?
3rd and 20. Yes.
Yeah. But this is 4th and 13. No, they're going to go for it. Here we go.
Oh, he is the punter, though, so he could squib it.
Pooch punted. I'd be looking for number 20. And he's open. And he's over the middle. Incomplete.
Underthrown.
So the Indians hold again. Great job for the Indian D.
27 seconds.
Changing it up a little bit, throwing a few corner blitzes in there, and gave Radcliffe a few different looks, and it caused him a little bit of trouble. You know that old saying, you let a quarterback stand back there and he'll kill you.
Pick you apart.
But you make him run a little bit, and it's a little bit different story. So Wauseon will take over on downs from their own 37-yard line. 1st and 10 with 27 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wouldn't it be nice to eat up about 8 minutes of this fourth quarter and put one in the end zone? Split backs. Unger wing left. Martinez cuts it up. Got running room. Raymond's outside. He's still going. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40. Down inside the 40-yard line. Raymond Martinez with a big gain. Ball will be marked at about the 37-yard or 38-yard line of Fairview. Quick, Mr. Accountant, how many yards is that?
Where did he start on? I didn't see
I think
where
the
he started.
37. I think
the
he started
37,
on 37.
13, and 12 is 25-yard pickup.
Big run for Ray, and that's going to be, well, we got to be coming right down near the end here. There's 18 ticks left on the clock. Split backs again. Unger, wing left. This time Myers with the football. He cuts it up. He's running hard. He gets down near the 30, about the 32-yard line. That should do it for the third quarter. Time is counting down, and when we come back here to start the fourth quarter, the Indians will have it on a 2nd and 3 from the 32-yard line of Fairview. You gotta like what you're seeing at this point. Well, Rich, what do you look for in the fourth quarter?
We talked about Wauseon, whether they had some intestinal fortitude after giving up that quick touchdown to open the second half.
So they answered that question.
They answered it up by stopping them once and driving it for a touchdown to tie it up. And they're moving the ball again here. So I'm going to guess that they're going to count on Mr. Myers and Mr. Martinez for maybe 85% of the offense here the rest of the ball game, and just keep that ground game just churning along.
Well, let's see if any of the cheerleaders is related to the quarterbacks. We got a good arm down there.
Well, early there in the second quarter when they unleashed him, I didn't know where everything was flying from down there.
See, they're throwing everything too. They're throwing footballs and T-shirts and you name it. They're heaving it. So the situation is we are right at the beginning of the fourth quarter. The ball is marked at the Fairview 32-yard line. Wauseon has it 2nd down and 3 from that location. It is 14 Wauseon, 14 for Fairview. We're entering our final quarter of play here on opening night of the 2005 Ohio High School Athletic Association football season. And Rich, you got to believe the Indians punch one in here and can win this ball game. What a huge confidence lift that will be for this Indians team.
Well, this team's been talking about just playing one game at a time this season, one at a time. Don't look ahead and don't look back. Just play football.
Now what do we got?
Seeing if everybody was ready.
All right. Garrow and Martinez split to the right.
12 minutes.
Unger split left. Myers in the backfield behind Emmons on a 2nd and 3. Myers has the football. He gets out down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. He'll have a 1st down Wauseon on a pickup of about 5.
Doing a little hunting and pecking, but he still runs a little harder than some of the Ohio State runners that I've seen lately.
And dancing. Now I'm understanding that the incoming freshman Maurice Wells
is looking well.
Yeah, is impressing the coaching staff by the day and could very well see a lot of action in the lid lifter against Miami. Split backs. Myers looking for running room. Slips a tackle. There's a flag on the play. He gets the ball down inside the 20. Let's sort out the flag. You got to believe it's against the Indians.
No, they're calling it on somebody else. Face mask.
Face mask Fairview. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Now the play, Rich, got down to the 21. Does this tack on after the play?
Yes, it would.
So it's got to be like a half a distance situation, right?
Yep.
So it's going to move the ball
to about the 11.
No,
he's only called it inadvertent. Called the inadvertent. Right. There's 2 face masks now.
It's going to be a 1st down Wauseon at the Fairview 16-yard line. Now we were here once before tonight at the 17 in the first half and couldn't punch it in. Let's see if the Indians can man up and get this ball in the end zone. Split backs. Martinez looking for running room. Cuts it up. He's got some opening. He's down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
That up. You seen him reach back to get control of that football after he went past that defender at about the 5-yard line.
Rich, it's going to be 1st and goal Wauseon at the 4. There is 11 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the lid lifter.
We're getting to learn the numbers now, aren't we?
Yeah, we really are. Split backs again. Unger on the wing to the right.
Straight to Myers.
Straight to Myers. He's fighting forward. Boy, he is so close.
About the same place he was down at the other end.
He's got the nose of the football to about the half-yard line. We're told that Brad Myers needs about 12 more yards for 100. 10:25 left to go in the ball game. Indians with a 2nd and goal with about a length of the football to get into the end zone. Shirey in there with Martinez. Emmons barking out signals. He goes straight forward and he's in. Aaron Emmons in for the touchdown. Wauseon takes the lead with 10:07 left to go, 20-14, and now the all-important extra point kick. And Rich, let's see if the Indian defense continues to put some pressure on the young quarterback. Unger's going to put the tee down at the 10. Here comes Derek Schrock, the holder. Myers is the snapper. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 10:07 left to go in the ball game, Wauseon takes the 21-14 lead over the Fairview Apaches. Good looking drive, Rich.
Very good looking drive.
After a big defensive stop.
And I'll tell you what's impressed me tonight is Jake Unger on those extra points is showing some good leg in there. Not that he's bow-legged or anything like that.
I understand it.
Yeah.
I just
we got to talk about Jake Unger. He's an INTV boy.
Okay.
You just swallow a bug?
Yeah. I mean, we're eating them up here, folks.
You don't know what we're going through for you guys tonight.
Yes, sir. These are fun. It's fun up here. We had to turn the lights on so we could see, and when we did that, we opened the door for. Oh, there's got to be 500 bugs up here in this booth right now, and the INTV crew here and Larry and Blue from WMTR up here in the booth. We're swatting bugs and slapping them. Anyhow, back to the ball game and the most important people, the young men that are on the field fighting this battle. And right now, you got to be proud if you're a Wauseon Indian fan of the way that this team has fought back and taken the lead in this ball game. Unger's got it teed up at his 40.
Squib it again.
Toby Hill is the deep back. And he did. He hits a line drive that's going to be fielded by number 24, Alex Stuckey. And he is stopped at about the 27-yard line. It almost looked like he was trying to hand the ball
to somebody. He wanted to get rid of it, I think.
Kirk Jesse. Yeah, it looked like he was trying to hand it to Jesse. That could have been disastrous if that ball would have come loose. They're going to mark it just outside the 28-yard line. 9 minutes, 54 seconds left to go in this ball game. The Indians with a 7-point lead. They've gone to a 4-man front the way it looks, Rich. Now they've got Unger. Nope, they drop back. Radcliffe looking, lofts it out there to the left.
Ooh,
incomplete.
Off. I don't know whether he was out of bounds.
He may have been out of bounds with the catch, but
yeah.
Nonetheless, it was incomplete, intended out there for number 9, Tyler Sanders.
9 or 13?
I thought it was 9. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sanders was the receiver. He was defended by number 9, Zach Garrow. Yeah. My fault. Sorry. So it's second down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Here comes the corner blitz. Oh, batted down.
Elliot
Mueller bats that ball down. He almost tucked it up with the other hand. He did. Third down and 10. Nice play by Elliot Mueller. He comes off and gets a breather. Number 72, Burkholder, takes his place on that right end. Number 70, Juan Villanueva, the 6'1", 238-pound junior, is in the middle of that defensive alignment now. Shirey on the left end. It's a 3rd and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Looking back, firing over the middle. Oh, it's going to go. Huner tried for the interception. And he didn't get it. And that left Kirk Jesse with nothing but green in front of him. Well, the young sophomore learned a lesson there. You got to play that man. And he went for the ball, and once he missed it, it was clean sailing for the Apaches. So, with 9:38 left to go, it's 21-20. Fairview will line it up for the all-important extra point. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. On a 3rd, and how many big big, big third downs did they pick up tonight already? Kick is up, and it is good. So we are tied again at 21 with 9:38 left to go in the ball game.
Whew. You just could see that he wasn't going to get to it, but he was going to try it, and once he missed it,
Yep,
it was Katie bar the door.
All she wrote.
72-yard touchdown pass.
Well, I tell you what, when they're in crunch time, they're looking for number 1 and they're looking for number 20.
Yep.
You know that's where he's going to go when he's got to have it. So the Apaches have tonight in the second half run the opening kickoff of the second half back for a touchdown and have just completed a 70-yard touchdown pass.
72 yards.
So they do have some quick strike capability. Boy, they had a 3rd and 10, Rich. It would have been a huge stop right there to get that ball back again, but instead we're deadlocked. Now the Indians offense has to go back at it. They're looking for the short kick. They get a little pop-up kick.
Huner.
Fielded by Huner. And he runs it out across, gets it across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. So the Indians will have great field position. Now time, Rich, for a time-consuming drive for a score. Now's the time you get in the huddle, and if you're the quarterback, you look at your boys and you say, let's put the women and children to bed, get in the end zone and light the cigars, boys. Here it is. They're at their own 42. 1st and 10. Deadlocked at 21 with 9:31 left in the ball game. Split backs. Shirey and Martinez. Martinez with the football. Tuck it up, Ray. Tuck it up, Ray. Ray's got an opening. He's got an opening. He's at the 40, the 35, and he runs out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the home crowd.
23-yard pickup for Ray, as the Hawker calls him.
1st and 10, Wauseon. The ball is just inside that 35-yard line. If he'd have had about 2 more yards of sideline, Rich, he'd have been gone.
Well, that's been a good play, getting him outside tonight.
9:23 left to go in the ball game.
Unfortunately, when he steps out of bounds, it stops the clock.
I formation this time. Shirey up the middle, spinning, turning, powering, still working it. I don't know where he got to. It looks like they're going to mark him at about the 32-yard line. He'll pick up about 3.
That was a tough 3 yards for Robert Shirey.
Yeah,
3.
they keep moving it. Yeah, it's a pickup of 3. 2nd down, 7. 8:57 left to go in the ball game. If you're the Indians right now, you want that clock to keep running. Split backs. Shirey and Martinez out there. Unger on the wing right. Emmons up under center.
5 seconds.
Quarterback sneak. He's got some running room too. He gets it down near the 25-yard line to about the 26. Rich, he's going to be about a half-yard shy.
I don't look like maybe he called a little audible there.
Yeah, he did.
That he didn't see anybody lined up over center.
Yep.
And
I think that's exactly what he did.
Because everybody sort of looked at him like, what?
So it's a 3rd and 1. The ball is resting just outside the 31-yard line, and they need to get to the 30 or just across the 30 for the 1st down. 8:05 left to go in the opening game of the 2005 season. Well, they got that defensive front just stacked up in there, don't they? Shirey, he's got the 1st down. He's down inside the 25 to the 24, maybe the 23-yard line.
Robert Shirey runs so hard that time that he wasn't looking for a hole. He was just going to make one. He put his head down and really showed some power running.
Robert Shirey is 5'10", 191 pounds, and a senior. I think we talked about him last year, Rich, about, you know, there are young men that play football, and then there are football players.
Yep.
And he's one of them. Martinez and Shirey split backs. Unger wing left. Martinez looking for running room to the left. He's got a little bit of a crease.
Ooh,
I tell you what, Jesse made a great play.
Jesse.
Jesse was being blocked out there, and really being blocked very well by number 53, Joe Amos. And he just kind of reached up with a hand and grabbed at anything he could grab. And it's a good thing he did, because Ray had some running room. Gain of a couple. We call it 2nd down and 8. The ball is at the 21-yard line, and the clock keeps ticking. 7:07. Shirey and Martinez in the backfield. Unger wing left. Shirey spinning down inside, still going down near the 15-yard line.
What a rush. He just looked like the adrenaline kicked in, and he just drug him an extra 5 yards.
It's going to be 3rd and a long yard. The ball is resting right at the 15-yard line, and they've got to get to just inside the 13 for the first down. So
6:20 to go in the contest.
Keep going. Get this first down and just keep eating clock. Emmons, quarterback sneak, has got running room. He's down inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. I think the side judge here is going to say that his knee went down
at about the
8. So the Indians are going to have it 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 6:04 left to go in the ball game. Don't score too fast.
Doug Pike says don't score too soon.
Yeah, I know. But you
just score.
You got to get points when you can get them, period. Shirey, Martinez, split back. Unger wing right. 1st and goal from the 8. Shirey running hard to the 5, to the 4. He picked up about 5 on that play, Rich.
Yeah.
He's down to the 4.
He could have easily coughed up the football because he got hit right after he got a hold of it and just kept on churning and got about
Don't say those words.
4 more. Well,
turnover, we're not allowed to say.
We're not allowed to say it.
Not allowed to say it. Okay, the ball is at the 4. 2nd and goal, Indians. 5:17 left to go in the ball game. I formation. Shirey the up back, Martinez the deep back. Unger wing right. Shirey up the middle, he's in the score! 5:03 left to go in the ball game. Shirey on the 4-yard touchdown run puts the Indians up 27-21. Here comes an all-important kick. The Wauseon offense, Rich, scoring 3 times here in the second half on a beautiful ground control march. Oh, I just flicked a pen out there
into somebody's eye down there.
Kick is up, and it's good. So with 5:03 left to go in the ball game, Wauseon 28, Fairview 21. Here we go. Hold your breath.
Well, like we say, don't score too soon, but we scored. That's the key.
And now the ball game rests on the shoulders of the special units. Special teams and then the defense.
Thanks to Sterling Stores, LLC, St. Casper's Catholic Church, Wauseon Machine and Manufacturing, Russ Dominic, and Don's Automotive Group for helping to fund tonight's broadcast. And we hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. I don't know how much more of an interesting game you can have.
This is a fun one.
It's a well-played one.
This is a great ball game for the opening game of the season. Unger's got it teed up at the 40. Toby Hill is the deep back. He's back there with Stuckey, and he's back there with Jesse, and there's a squib, and they're going to down it at the 40 or the 38-yard line. So they elect to squib kick it. They give Fairview the football, 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. 5:01 left to go in the ball game.
Caleb Bowling picked up that ricochet, went off his lineman.
Now I would be willing to bet that the defensive backfield coaches have told these young men, if you don't have the clear-cut interception, don't go for it.
Get our flip charts turned over.
Radcliffe in the gun. Motion Stuckey.
It's about the first time we've seen motion tonight out of them.
He's got all kinds of time, but he doesn't have anywhere to throw it. Now he's got a man open and he overthrows him. Good coverage back here by the Indians.
Juan Villanueva just was waiting to make sure he wasn't going to run, and then he started upfield with his hands up and to put some pressure on Radcliffe. And he lofted it. He was open.
Shirey, Villarreal, and I think that's Mealer down there. Yep, on the front four, front three, number 54, Badenhop, the linebacker. It's kind of scooting up in. Now he's coming. So they had a 4-man rush that time. He throws it out there. Picked off! Aaron Evans has picked it off. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40. Still on his feet. Fumbled the football. But he got it back. He fell right on top of it, I think. Yep. The officials are giving the ball to Wauseon. Aaron Emmons picks off Ryan Radcliffe. It'll be 1st down Wauseon at the 35-yard line of Fairview. They have the lead. They have the football with 4:43 left to go in the contest. What a beautiful
linebacking
interception.
play was reminiscent of his dad at Bowling Green.
Is that what
picked them off like that too?
All right. Well, he taught his son a thing or two, huh?
He hid in the bushes and come up big.
So the Indians got to take care of the football now. It's about clock management and no turnovers.
4:43 to go.
You do have to pick up a couple of first downs, Rich. Split back, Shirey, Martinez.
Ooh, that was slow developing.
Martinez, nope.
Ooh, ball came loose.
Yeah, but
and I think
we got a penalty. We got a penalty. It might be a fate. No, yeah, well, let's sort it out here. Wait. Let's sort it out. I think there's a Fairview penalty. I think Martinez got his face mask ripped off, didn't they?
I think they're going to call Wauseon for a hold.
Are they? Yep, it is. Holding Wauseon, so that's going to be declined. And Fairview gets the ball right back. Fairview gets it back. Which I see Myers on the sideline with a big wrap on his right foot. And it doesn't look like he's coming back. So, 5:34. The game is back in the hands of the defense. Fairview turns it over on a pass interception by Aaron Emmons. Wauseon turns it over on a fumble. See, you had to say that word too many times, Rich. Radcliffe in the gun. 4:34. See if we can get another pick. Over the middle. Uh-oh. He did it again. They went for the pick again and didn't get it.
Jesse, 66-yard touchdown pass.
They went for the pick again and didn't get it. Well, I'll tell you what. These guys need about 3 seconds to score. They need about 3 seconds to score. They need the time it takes to take one snap, and they can get in the end zone from anywhere on the field. Jesse, what has he got to have? About 500 yards receiving tonight. Unbelievable. 4:24, the all-important extra point kick to tie it up. Boy, you just got done talking about no turnovers and clock management, and the first thing you do is flip it over. Kick is up, and it is good, and we are tied at 28 with 4:24 left. Wow, what a football game. What a football game.
Two passes is Yeah. He's got 138 yards on 2 passes.
What a football game. Here we are. We knew it would be a tough one, Rich.
Oh.
Okay, you can't say
I'm
the
not
F
saying
word.
a word.
You can't say it.
What I'm going to say here is I think Dana Demeline is due to bust one.
I think Dana's a little upset with himself because he went after that pick and he missed it.
Hey,
Yes.
7-7 with a minute 17 to go.
Wow. Larry Christie just tells us that Napoleon and Defiance are tied at 7 in the 4th quarter. Looks like it's going to go to overtime. There have been more than once that the Napoleon Defiance games have gone to OT over the years. Oh my. How many touchdowns?
Just when you think you've seen it all,
well, I thought that
there's more to come.
I really thought when we got the turnover there with the interception that we were going to salt this one away. Even if you don't get a first down, you can punt it deep enough to make them go a long ways, but it just really doesn't matter. These young men can score from anywhere on the field and quickly. Demeline to the 31, and that's where he's upended. Now the Indians have got it's gut check time. Here we go. Ball is spotted at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Shirey Martinez in the split back formation, Unger wing left. Fairview has all 11 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Shirey.
Yeah, they're going to force you to throw and get the football back.
If the coaches were watching, Elliott Mueller was wide all by himself past that 11-man front.
Watch where
the tight end dump.
Watch where Fairview lines up their defense. Three minutes and 56 seconds left to go in this ball game. Wauseon with a 2nd down and 8 on their own 34-yard line. Split backs again. This time the defense isn't quite scrunched up quite as far. Martinez with the football, not going anywhere. They stay home. They defend the counter. Boy, I tell you what, that last touchdown has fired up this Fairview football team.
Brandon Meyer stood his ground out there on the corner, and
I don't want to kick the ball back to this offense.
Not at this point.
I don't want to kick the ball back to this offense. The Indians need a miracle right here. They need a big play. They do not want to give the ball back to Radcliffe and Kirk Jesse.
3:10 to go in the regulation.
Martinez split wide right. Unger slot right. Emmons in the shotgun. He's back. He fires it out there deep. Ray Martinez settling under it. He's got the football. And he's got it down inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line. First down.
It was lobbed into the air, and Ray did a good job. Brandon Meyer just couldn't pick it up, lost his balance, and Ray fell over the top of him as he was making the catch, or he could have been all alone.
The big play by Ray to make that catch. 1st and 10, Wauseon, Fairview 35-yard line, and just like that, new life breathed into this offense. Seth Wise up over the ball. Here come the Indians offense. Split backs again, Shirey Martinez, Unger wing left.
Martinez
cuts up, and he gets inside the 33 to close to the 32-yard line. Let's see where they mark him.
About the 32 and a half.
Just about there. Yep, we're going to give him 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2:15 left to go in the ball game. Rich, I believe the Indians have 2 timeouts left. Is that right?
Yes, they do. 2 minutes. Clock running.
Unger split to the right this time. Shirey off right tackle, still going, spinning.
Spins.
Hold on to that football, young man. He gets the ball down near the 25-yard line.
140.
See where they mark him.
We're good.
Are we all right?
Yeah. We got a little.
Fairview takes a timeout. 1:36 left to go. 28-28 tie. The ball is resting at the 26-yard line of Fairview. Wauseon with a 3rd and 1. Wow. There's got to be some tired young men on that football field.
Ooh.
We kind of reminds me, Rich.
Timeout. Who took the timeout?
Fairview did. Kind of reminds me of the Archbold and Wauseon game back when Archbold had Andy Peterson and Wauseon had Roars.
Yeah.
And they would
punching at each other.
Would bang Peterson and bang him and bang him and bang him and score, and then Wauseon would give the ball to Roars and he'd run 65 yards for a touchdown. And then they would. It was just the same way here. Wauseon this time doing the banging and banging and banging and banging. And then Fairview gets the ball and boom, just like lightning, they're in the end zone. It's just this has been a very entertaining game to watch, no matter which sideline you're on. I keep losing me.
You in there now?
I hope so.
Yep.
1:36 left to go in the contest. 3rd down 1, ball at the 26-yard line of Fairview. Fairview took that timeout. How many do they have left? Is that 2? They have 2 left. So both teams with 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, we can run it down to with 4 seconds to go in the game, and it still leaves them enough time to do something.
I'll tell you what. I formation this time. Emmons gets the ball inside the 25. That should be enough for the first down. That should be enough for the first down. Well, I don't know.
Stops the clock at 1:31.
I don't know if they've marked it there. Now they're going to mark it. Let's see if it's a first down. It is a first down. So Wauseon has a first down. The ball resting just out. I don't know what. There we go. The ball is resting just inside the 25-yard line of Fairview with 1:31 left. Let's see how.
$120.
Backs. Shirey and Unger this time. Martinez is split to the left.
Shirey.
They shot the gap there. Number 12 for Fairview, Ricky Smith, a 5'6", 158-pound sophomore. I don't know whether that was a linebacker blitz.
Timeout Fairview.
Yeah, they're trying to save clock, Rich, because they want to try to score yet. That is some aggressive, confident thinking, isn't it? It's 2nd and 11. The other team has the football. There's 1:03 left, and you're calling timeout to save time for your team.
Well, you know, you got to do something to try and win the ball game in case Wauseon does get down there. And we were watching Jake Unger in warm-ups, and he was hitting them from about 42 yards. Field goals,
which would be what it would be right now.
Would be just about.
I would just as soon run it into the end zone and not rely on a field goal attempt. 1:03 left to go in the opening game of the football season. 28-28. Wauseon with the football. 2nd and 11 from the Fairview 26-yard line. Coming out of the timeout, Fairview has called their second. They have 1 remaining. Wauseon with 2 timeouts remaining.
Second down and long 11.
Seth Weiss over the football. I'll tell you what, every time one of us move, I'm holding on to this so it doesn't stretch anything. Split back again. Martinez is split to the left side. Shirey, Emmons is back. He dumps it out. He's got Unger, and he's inside the 20. He didn't get much there. He maybe picked up 3 or 4, we'll see, but it's going to be third down, Rich, and about 8. Wow. 58.4 seconds. Third down and 8. Ball is at the 20, looks like the 22-yard line of Fairview. Garrow split wide right, Martinez wide left, Unger in the slot on the left. Shotgun formation. Ooh, he almost snapped it over his head. Emmons drills it out. Here he's got Mueller. 10, 5, touchdown, Elliott Mueller. Elliott Mueller in the end zone with 51.4 seconds left on the clock. What a brilliant call. A brilliant call right there. 34-28, 51.4 ticks left. Unger for the all-important extra point. Unger for the all-important extra point. The big sophomore tight end reels it in and takes it in for the score. Myers to snap. Offsides, Fairview. No, I don't think so. Let's see.
I think Fairview is just going to come in for trying to block it.
We have illegal procedure Indians. Oh, man, here we go. Well, he's been booming them through without too much trouble.
We're getting bombarded by
moths. We get bigger bugs now. I guess the little guys went out and told their big brothers that there's good food up here or something. That's going to move the tee back to the 15-yard line. So makes that extra point attempt 5 yards longer. Schrock to hold it. There's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is no good.
No good.
So, and of course the Fairview crowd, knowing that they can score in 4 seconds flat, is thinking, hey, all we got to do is score in 50 seconds and kick an extra point. So, with 51.4 ticks left, the Indians lead 34-28. 34-28 Wauseon.
We're going.
With Coach Olwen, you just never quite know. Unger's kick, and he boots it like a pooch kick. It's going to hit a dead area and roll. Jesse's got it, and he's going to be snowed under back at the 17-yard line. So with 47 seconds left, the Fairview Apaches are 87 yards from pay dirt. Please, young men in that secondary, do not go for the football. Make sure you corral the man, keep him down in bounds. Do not go for the football. Glorious pass interceptions for touchdowns do you no good if you miss them.
Watch yourselves over here on that double slot.
He's got nowhere to throw it. Now he throws it over the head of everybody.
Out of bounds.
It's going to stop the clock. It's a good play.
40.3.
Good play by the sophomore. He had nowhere to throw it, so he threw it out of bounds. Second down and 10. The ball at the 17-yard line. Or 18. Looks like they marked it at the 19, Rich. I apologize to the viewers at home.
Yeah.
Second and 10 from the 19-yard line. 40 seconds left in the football game. Indians in a deep prevent defense here. Big zone coverage. They zip it in there. Jesse with a football, and they've got him
short of the first down.
No, they're going to give him the first. I think that, yep, they're giving him the first down, which stops the clock. 34.6 seconds.
Just until they move the chains. Now it's going again.
Keep him in bounds. Just keep him in bounds and smother him. Jesse's down the left sideline. He's looking for him, looking for him, looking for him. Now he fires it to the sideline and overthrows his man, incomplete. 22.9 ticks left on the clock. Second down and 10. Ball is at the 29-yard line. Radcliffe in the gun,
Ooh,
under
Shirey.
some pressure. Runs, fires it out here to the left sideline, and he steps out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Nice. He fumbled the snap.
it.
He picks it up. He's going to have to, nope, he's still got, he's going to throw it out here, and it bounced in, incomplete. Wow.
10.2.
Second down, 10 from the 45-yard line, 10 seconds left.
My finger's getting sore holding that
Holding
plug.
that thing up. We'll try not to move here.
We have to go see Bill Hammondtree when we get done here to have him repair some of our cords. First time we've used him in a while.
A while, yes. 4 wideouts to the left side. Hesselschwart to the near side. They're looking. He's looking for somebody, and
Nice catch. They going to call it?
I don't know. The
Nobody
officials-
wants to make the
officials
call.
are, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. To say the officials are all looking at each other, and the back judge had to make the call.
And the clock operator just stopped the clock when he thought he should.
3.9 ticks. Third down. Wauseon takes a timeout. They have 1 remaining. It's a 3rd and 10. Ball is at the Fairview 45-yard line. They have 1 play, 2 plays at the most.
3.9 seconds. Well, we said they could score in 4 seconds. It's 3.9, so
Okay,
you know
we're safe.
we
Is that
should.
what you're saying? I'm not going to
I'm not going to say that. No.
I'm not going to say that. You got to know that there's some kind of hook and ladder or something.
Look where our
bringing in-
defenders are.
They're bringing in a special receiver. They just brought in number 18,
They're in overtime.
Ben Wonderly.
Napoleon and Defiance
A
are
freshman.
in overtime.
Ben Wonderly, a 5'8", 145-pound freshman, just entered the game replacing Alex Stuckey. So they must have something. Maybe Wonderly's the backup quarterback, Rich, and they're going to do a double pass. You think?
I don't know.
We'll see.
They
But
got
he's in the game, and Alex Stuckey was not happy to come out. But let's see what happens here. No double pass.
Emmons on the blitz.
Throws it up
Make
for
him get rid of
grabs.
it.
Just knock it down, everybody. That's it. He knocked it down.
That's
and that's
the ball
it.
game.
That's the ball game. And Wauseon on opening night comes away with a very hard-fought 34-28 victory over the Fairview Apaches. Wow, what a football game played by both sides.
Oh my gosh, what a football game to open the season. Are they all going to be like this, Marcus?
Wow. I don't know.
Give a
What
quick
a football
scoring
game.
quick scoring rundown here. And at 9:57 gone in the first period on a 44-yard jaunt off left tackle, Ray Martinez takes it in the end zone for the first score of the season for the Indians. The kick was good by Jake Unger to put Wauseon up early, 7-0. Wauseon played good defense, and late then in the second half at the 22-second mark on a 10-yard pass, Ratcliffe hit Toby Hill. The kick was good. The ball game was tied going into the locker rooms at halftime. And it didn't stay tied long, because at the 11:47 mark, just 13 seconds on the kickoff, 83-yard kickoff return by Kirk Jesse. The kick was good, and Fairview had their first lead, 14-7. What do you got?
I was just telling you to look at Brad Myers. He is really gimping.
Oh, yeah. Wauseon, though, came back on a real good drive. Some hard running by Brad Myers, and as Mark commented, he's banged up over there on looks like his right foot. But at the 4:35 mark of the third, on a quarterback sneak, Emmons ties the ball game back up as Unger made the kick. It's 14-14.